welcome back to our channel. After 2 months of staying at home, we've finally been able to get out and go traveling in an area in our local prefecture. Stick around with this video to see some beautiful Japanese countryside and see what it's like to camp in Japan. So we live in Saitama Prefecture, and for this trip we travelled west to the countryside town of Chichibu. As you can see from the green on the map, you don't actually have to travel too far west from the greater Tokyo area to get into the mountains and the countryside. So actually this could also just be a great day trip from Tokyo. To get to Chichibu, you need to take a train from Ikebukuro. You can take the local trains, but we paid the extra money and took the limited express train. This was just easier as you don't have to make any transfers and the total trip time is only 1 hour and 20 minutes. All up, to catch the limited express train, it costs 1400 yen per person. After we caught the train to Chichibu, all that was left to do was to catch a local bus to our campsite. Unfortunately for us though, we hopped on the wrong bus. And we had to call up the campground manager and try to explain in Japanese why we were going to be late. こんにちは。私はオーストラリア人です。昨日予約をしました。外人さん？そうそうそう。で今どこにいますか？どこ？This is a good lesson that you should double and triple check the transport you're taking in Japan. But we did finally make it to the campsite, and man, was it beautiful. Good morning everyone! As you've probably already seen from the footage, we are in a super idyllic camp spot here just outside of Chichibu. What's really lovely about it is that it's rural but it's still accessible by public transport.
So it rained pretty heavily last night, but that's okay. I feel like we've been in worse. Our tent from America held up pretty well, but we did get a little bit wet, so we spent this morning drying off our clothes and our backpacks. And now we're good to go.
So today we're going to a small town called Nagatoro, which is also in this kind of rural Chichibu area. And it's supposed to be really beautiful. There's supposed to be very traditional boat cruises along the river, lots of cute shopping and some hiking. So we'll take you along with that and we can experience it together. Otherwise, it is a beautiful day today.
In rural Japan. Yes. Anything else?
Very, very hot and humid, as is, we've been told, characteristic of Japan in summertime.
Clouds and thunders standing in my way. I must try to figure it out anyway.
We would highly recommend Nagatoro, either as a day trip from Tokyo, or if you're looking to see a more rural side of Japan, but still with lots of things to do. For the first part of the day, we spent our time climbing Mount Hodo-san, which is very close to the town. It's a relatively short mountain, but it gives you excellent views over the valley, and it only takes a maximum of 2 hours to climb. If climbing's not so much for you, then you can also take the ropeway that goes up the mountain. We were not so keen to climb back down the mountain, so we took the ropeway back down. Nagatoro is definitely a tourist town, so there's many different spots to choose from to eat. On top of that, what the town is most famous for is kakigouri, or shaved ice. And you will see that almost every second or third shop in the town is a shaved ice store, so you'll have a lot of opportunities to try this. The river is beautiful and goes all throughout the town, and has some rapids as well. So you can go on one of these cruises in a traditional boat, and someone will steer you along these rapids and you can have a great time. We actually went down to the river too late in the day, so we didn't actually see any of the river boats. But we'll just insert this picture here for effect. Good morning guys! We finished off our day yesterday in Nagatoro and went to an onsen and had some dinner for the night before hitting the sack. If you ever find yourself traveling in Japan, it is amazing if you are camping, campervaning, anything like that, because onsens just provide obviously a wonderful place to have a bath, but also they have so many things there. They usually have body soap, shampoo, conditioner. They usually have a little beauty station after you have a bath with hair dryers, sometimes body lotion, Q-tips. So they are an amazing place to not only get clean, but just kind of pamper yourself a little bit. And generally, onsens also have a little restaurant inside as well. So if you're just looking for a cheap, efficient and easy meal, you can just go to one of these restaurants and get some ramen or get some katsudon, and it makes it super simple for you. They also usually have sitting areas either with massage chairs or just with some little tables and chairs where you can relax for as long as you like, and it's free and it's amazing. And then one other thing that this onsen had as well was a little charging station for your phone, which you did have to pay a couple dollars for, but for us this was an amazing place to get some juice back into our devices. We had a much easier night last night because it didn't rain at all like the first night, although for whatever reason Roy got up at 4:30 a.m. this morning and decided that's it, I'm getting up for the day, because it was already light. So we'll see how we'll go by the end of the day. Other than that, today we're just going to be making our way home. The last thing we need to do is get some omiyage. Omiyage is like souvenirs, but it's usually food, and Japanese people always get it for their family, friends or co-workers when they go on trips. We got these puddings for our Japanese housemates, as they helped us with some suggestions for this trip.